Hello, everyone. My name is Jazmin Farias, and this is my practice number 1 of Impromptu. All right. Well, have you ever asked yourself, who do you live for? What makes you happy? Is it being alone? Is it someone or a group of people that you live for, or just yourself? Which brings me to my quotation: only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile. What this quotation means to me is happiness is nothing unless you share it with others. Which I could say that I agree. I agree with this interpretation, with this quotation, because I believe that if you only live for yourself, you end up being miserable, unhappy. I'll be talking about the movie 54 States, The Pursuit of Happiness, and The Passion of the Christ. In the movie 51st Dates, we have Adam Sandler, who plays Henry. He met Lucy he met her at a diner. He fell in love with her, and without him knowing, he started talking to her. But during the process of that, he found out that Lucy had an accident years before where she had brain damage, where she would wake up every day thinking it was the day of the accident, which in reality, it was years after that. But he didn't care. He every day he tried to make Lucy remember. To make this shorter, he ended up marrying Lucy, and every single day of his life he would play a video where it reminded Lucy of her tragedy of the accident, letting her know that she had brain damage, but he did it in a way where he can just live happy, where she remembered not just her tragedy but their relationship, their love. Which brings me back to the quotation that living for others is what makes you happy, is what fulfills you in life. So for Henry, having to do this every day was what made him happy. Also, in The Pursuit of Happiness, there we have Will Smith playing Christopher Gardner. He was a single father and he lived for his son. Every day he would work trying to sell scanners for the doctors and other companies, and pretty much everything he did, the way everything, he just did it for his son, to make his son happy, to make his son to give him everything as a single father. Which brings me back to the quotation that Christopher Gardner lived not for him, but for his son, and that made him happy. In the movie The Passion of the Christ, we have Jim, who played Christ, and as Christ, he sacrificed himself for the people, for all of us. I mean, even though it's a movie, in reality, Christ did sacrifice himself for all of us. And it brings me back to the quotation that living for others is what makes him happy. And yeah. So the quotation is, only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile, which I interpret as happiness is nothing unless you share it with others. And I agree with that quotation, because I believe that a life that's lived just for oneself, at the end of everything, is living unhappy and makes you miserable. Thank you.